Welcome to the Olympian Project. I'm Justin Ellis, and this is my co-host,
Gary, the fairy.
That's the way to put it right there. Today's episode, we're going to cover the guessing game. Pick the top five, who's going to win, or in what order all the athletes are going to land in. And then we've got a product called, what is it, Thor's Hammer?
It's Mjolnir.
I promise you
it's the real Mjolnir.
Not a sexual thing. All of that in today's episode in the Olympian Project.
All right. Let's talk about it.
Well, we are saying things out of our mouth, and that is talking.
Let's talking about it. So Morning Chalkup. I think it was just this morning that's when I saw it. But they released another guessing games. So they've done this for a few years now, which is the funny thing. Okay,
How's that funny?
Let's go back.
How's that funny?
Because let's go back. Okay?
I'm laughing.
So they did this for the first half of the games. Basically, you put in a submission, you guessed who the top 5 men and women were going to be going to the ranch in October, right?
Right.
They've done this before with the games, but it used to be like the top 10, and I don't know if it was Morning Chalkup that did it, but nobody has ever won any of these little sweepstakes things here. And so now they're doing it again for the finals at the ranch, picking the order that the top 5 are going to be in, basically.
So let me ask you, can more than one person win? What's this say here?
It says it's a prize pool, so I assume yes.
So divide out?
So that it would be divided if there's multiple winners. There's a possibility. I did the math, and there are 572 possible combinations if you just complete.
That's with Matt Toomey. That's with Matt Frazier and
Toomey winning.
That's with Matt Frazier at the top and Tia Toomey at the top.
Yeah.
Of their male-female.
Yeah.
There's 500 and that's not counting changing them up at the top.
No. Yeah.
Right,
so if you, the odds of them not winning. Like, if they don't win, nobody's winning.
Nobody's going to get it. Yeah. Who's going to put anyone else at the top of that? Although it is a different year with only 5 scores and 5 athletes, but seeing the first stage, is there anyone going to expect anything different at 1 for the males, 1 for the females?
I don't think so. But, so we did the math earlier, and it's a 0.17% chance that you guessed the correct word.
Here's the deal. What I'm going to give you Olympians today, we're going to increase that chance by like 25%. Or actually, we're going to guarantee it.
Are we?
Today, if you want to jump on the bandwagon, we're going to give you our top 5 picks for each one. And I'm telling you, if you stick with us, you are going to be in this prize pool.
Stick on us like butter.
But the butter doesn't stick on things. It's non-stick. You put butter in something to make it not stick. So hopefully you don't slide off of us.
It's sticky when it's hard.
No. People literally use butter on pans. Anyway, okay.
I know.
So we are going to give you the top 5. We somehow already know it. Mm-hmm. And if you're listening to this, you're going to be in a lucky pool of people.
And I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you what. I know the winner of the men's division is actually going to be Chandler Smith.
He's not at the games. So don't listen to this guy.
Yeah, but he wins our hearts.
Well, he might win some hearts, and I still think he should be at the games because of a fault Samuel Quant made in the first stage. But let's go down. Actually, y'all are looking at the Morning Chalkup right here. Guessing game, pick top 5. And what we see here is no one quite guessed the top 10 correctly. Extend the competition to stage 2. You can enter as many times as you like, but only your most recent submission will be considered. So you can't try different combinations.
You can't just put all 576 combinations
you could try, I guess. But let's see.
Hey, that's a tactic. Weird. It says anyone can play, but only U.S. residents can win. That's not cool.
That might be a pandemic thing this year, probably.
Okay, so
we're gonna do it live.
The tough one. Who's first place in the men's division? Who do you think? Who are you thinking?
Okay, we're trying to win, and we're trying to get y'all to be on this. We're not worried about who gets what. We want everybody to feel the love. So we're gonna go male first place. Or we're gonna let's work from there.
The men is gonna be I'll think a little more challenging because we're so unfamiliar with the men's athletes. There are
I think
a couple
I got
of rookies.
Figured out though. I think I got it
they're
figured out.
they're less known athletes, I guess you could say.
So first place.
Obviously, Noah Olson.
I don't think we agree on that one. No.
Okay, so
guys,
I will
if you're doing this at home right now, you're going to plug in.
I will say the first two in the men's division is pretty easy. I think there's no chance. There's no chance that Matthew Frazier and Noah Olson don't take first and second places respectfully.
I disagree with that. I disagree.
You don't think so?
Noah Olson will choke, and he will choke hard in this games. And I'm going to tell you right now, I like Justin Mederos. He's young. He's going to come in there. This is his stage, his opportunity to make a name for himself because no one else knew his name.
Okay.
And he's going to come into this. Noah Olson, he made second place on the first stage. This is different. I think Noah Olson's going to choke.
Okay, but let's first preface this whole thing with we know a couple of things.
We do.
We know it's taking place at the ranch, so we know there are certain events that aren't going to happen. There's not going to be any swimming, but there's probably going to be a trail run at some point.
Well, I think 100%.
Do you think Justin Mederos can hold up in a trail run?
Do I think?
Looking at
are you saying to win it or to beat Noah Olson?
Well, he's got to beat at least a few of these guys.
Yeah. I don't see a whole lot of runners on this list other than Matt Frazier that's even going to compete in that. That might even be one of the most boring events if they have it.
I personally think we're going to see a lot of just CrossFit events. And Friendly Friend and Damn Diane, Noah Olson took second in both of those. Mm-hmm. He's good at CrossFit. He is. And if it's a good CrossFit workout that falls into his strengths, he's even better.
I kind of disagree with it. It's just going to be CrossFit because literally that's all we could do in stage one. Other than a handstand hold. That was the most outside the box that they really did in stage one. This is now the time to do. I don't think there's not a swim unless they go off the ranch. Mm-hmm. But this is the time to do something more random, less CrossFit. You don't think Dave Castro's going to fly something in for them to get their hands on they've never seen before?
Yeah. And okay, looking at the scores again, I mean, I will say Justin Mederos took second in Nasty Nancy and fourth in Awful Annie, while Noah Olson took 7th and 20th. Uh-huh. So I don't know. I mean, I still think. I mean, looking at the points,
experience.
It was close.
Experience says Noah Olson will be that guy, and this almost looks like the order that I had. You know, if I was just to go off of experience, actually, you could even put Samuel Quant maybe a third based on experience. I like Jeffrey Adler too, and this guy might be the one we don't talk about a whole lot. Maybe I don't know if you had plans on it, but be the guy that kind of creeps into that third position. I just feel as if there's going to be an upset. It's not going to be at number one. It's going to be at number two because everybody's going to say Noah Olson, and I think it's Justin Mederos this year.
Okay, yeah, no. Here's why I'm saying this.
The good thing is we're going to do two different combinations for better.
I think Noah Olson has matured as an athlete and a competitor. He showed that last year at the games. He held his ground against Matt Frazier. You know, he held his ground against Matt Frazier. Let me say that again. He did not cave under pressure when Matt Frazier was right on his back, and that's a tough thing not to do.
Matt Frazier was on his back.
Yeah.
Noah Olson did technically give up the lead.
Yes, but Matt Frazier, he held it for a while. Like, you got to give him props that he beat him in events that we didn't like. We thought he was going to lose.
We don't know any of the events, right?
No, not yet.
Nothing's come out.
So I think it's a different environment. So I think once they actually get and they're competing against each other, I think Noah Olson is just going to show that he has the experience. I'm not going to count Justin Mederos out yet. I honestly do think he's going to take third place. And honestly, for the others, I think Samuel Quant takes a fifth.
I
do
with that.
Because I mean, if you're looking at his scores in the CrossFit workouts, he didn't do too good. He did really good in the handstand hold, and I think that's
helped
what
him get in.
That's what has him in fourth place.
Right.
And Jeffrey Adler did pretty good in the CrossFit events, but took a 27th in the handstand hold. So I think he's going to be able to.
Doesn't really matter though. I mean,
no, yeah.
That one is the least important to me. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. CrossFit, I think that was the one thing they could do, and you always want this random throw at the athletes. I thought it was a great choice to do a handstand hold. But I also think it was that irrelevant one that helped some people out. And like you said, Jeffrey Adler is higher on the rank if he doesn't have that 27th place on the handstand hold. Everything else is like right around top 10 or almost top 5. And then, again, what Noah Olsen did pretty well at the handstand hold because he won it on the guy's side, and that helped him out tremendously to be in second place. If not...
But if you look at the CrossFit events, 20th. He beat him in almost every event,
right.
I think, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Adler.
Adler versus Quant, yeah.
Oh, I was looking at Noah Olsen. Noah Olsen took a 20th on Annie. He took Nasty Nancy, pretty good 7th place, but then the 1,000-meter row, that's another one that's specialized, 17th place, and the front squat, 14th place. So really, he kind of split the really main CrossFit workouts. Friendly Fran killed it, so I guess Noah's kind of that we know where he's coming from kind of guy. If we're talking about Mederos, Quant, and Adler, which Quant's been around for a while, Mederos is the new guy on the block, really. He's a pretty strong guy, 3rd on the front squat. Did okay on Diane, which got heavy. Did 19th. That's not great. Nasty Nancy, though, came back and killed it with a 2nd. And Awful Annie hit a 4th. So then we got real CrossFit. He got real good. I think the guy that really kind of doesn't fit is Samuel Quant, really. And I really think we're going to agree on this.
No, I think he had a really good event. And that pushed him over that line and even got him above
Specialized.
Adler,
He specialized in the handstand hold and got 3rd. And he specialized on the row and got 3rd. Those 2 third-place, top 3 finishes really helped him out. 18th on Fran, 10th on front squat, so he's a pretty strong guy. 25th on Diane. Nasty Nancy, solid, 8th place. Awful Annie, 7th place. So I don't want to say he's not doing good CrossFit stuff, but he did the specialized things really well.
If you want to look at how people are going to perform at a competition in the long run or at the games in the long run, this is a great way to do it. Like looking at the events that they have done, Matt Frazier is undoubtedly the most dominant in sport right now. Mm-hmm. He took a 1st in every CrossFit event. He's the best at CrossFit, okay?
Right.
Undeniably. So if you look at what they did, how well they did in the CrossFit workouts, that's a really good tell for how they're going to perform at the finals.
Sure, but I still think
now
they
could have
good
lucky events. They could have lucky events that fall into their wheelhouse, and then but also the points here. How is the points going to work? Like if they have one bad event, is that going to put them out of contention for the podium? Like we don't really know that yet, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
But we can get a good guess, and
if Castro was to go full kind of just blown CrossFit, like okay, Frazier sits on top of that. I think then
depending on the events, I mean, if it's gymnastics heavy events, then Noah Olsen beats Mederos.
Right.
So it really could go either way here in terms of who takes second.
Yeah.
I think the podium is going to be Frazier, Olsen, Mederos, no matter how you look at it.
If it gets gymnastic, look at Mederos' scores here. Friendly Fran, 10th. Okay, so we got some gymnastics in there. We've also got Damn Diane. We got Upside Down. He didn't do very well there at 19th. Nasty Nancy was the one that he did well, but this is a lot of time consumed in a run. So now I'm saying, all right, this guy is going to grunt through it and run, because what do we have? Run and overhead squats and burpees in that one? Mm-hmm. No gymnastics. Handstand hold, 11th place, so not terrible, but that's gymnastics. And then Awful Annie, you take out gymnastics, really. I mean, there's double unders in there. It depends on how you want to categorize that. But the gymnastic heavy ones, he did not do very well. If they go gymnastic heavy, Mederos he's going to beat him on that.
And even potentially Quant and Adler. Well, I don't know. Quant didn't do so good. So I'm going to go ahead and say my 5 is going Frazier, Olsen, Mederos, Adler, Quant. That's my picks.
Adler for 3rd.
Adler for 4th.
Oh, okay, Mederos. So almost what we saw in stage 1.
Very similar.
The biggest switch is going to be Adler and Quant for 4th and 5th place there. That's your male picks.
Yeah.
I'm going to flip the script a little bit, and we'll enter this in for you or whatever. But if you were to look at mine, I'm going to say obviously Matt Frazier at the top. I'm jumping Justin Mederos in there, Noah Olsen into 3rd. I think there's going to be something in there he's just going to drop the ball on, I think. And Mederos can run. You talked about some sort of ranch running kind of long distance thing. I think that's going to be in there somewhere. I think Mederos is going to push Noah Olson on that and take him in there. And I also think let's say if we looked at some of this here, so Nasty Nancy, Quant took 8th. What did Noah Olson do on Nasty Nancy? He took 7th. So let's say Quant's running that right there with him, and Adler was 6th. So we got all these kind of like tight-knit runners here. They all did pretty good at it. But let's say it falls that way. Let's say Mederos beats Olson and Adler beats Olson, and potentially Quant. Then he takes a 5th on a workout.
Yeah.
That could be devastating for Olson.
It depends on, one, how many events there are and what the point system is going to look like. Because we have
if
no idea.
If there's multiple scores or something like that.
We've never seen a 5-person games. We don't know how they're going to do the point system. It really depends.
So the difference for me is I'm going Matt Frazier. I'm going to do the rookie here. Mederos in 2nd. Olson in 3rd. A lot of that to do with his gymnastics and veteran presence. Jeffrey Adler, I really like this guy. I don't know if he has all the tools to surpass Olson. And then I kind of felt like Quant was the one that he snuck in a little bit. And I think he's going to end up there in 5th place.
Yeah.
Moving on.
To the women's side. Let me pull up the women's on mine so I can get a reference here. Again, same kind of story for me here. I think Toomey takes 1st and Brooke takes 2nd. Again, I mean, they are really far ahead of the rest of the field. I'm honestly super impressed with how Wells performed, and I think after being cut last year, she kind of switched. She really came back this year and showed that she deserved to be in that top 10, which I did. Right. I thought she deserved to be in the top 10 last year anyway.
Yeah, that was just a weird thing. I mean, she didn't do well up into that point to earn top 10, obviously. But if she would have got to do the rest of the weekend, she would have placed pretty high, I think. So I agree with that. But I am really impressed with Haley Adams, and I think she doesn't just scream like somebody to compete for the title this year, but she will be competing for the title in years to come. She's really young. She's been doing the sport, for her ratio of age, the ratio is just incredible for her, how young she started and what she's going to build into. I like her a lot. Of course, you owe me $20 still I said Katrin's going to make it through stage 1, and she did, and pretty easily as well. I mean, 40-point difference there, and Carrie Pierce kind of creeps in there at the end. So we agree on.
Honestly,
Tia's number 1.
Yeah, but after those first 2, I have no idea how the cards could fall on the women's side.
Look, I'm not okay. If I was to say that this year, Matt Frazier, I'm a solid 1 on that. I think there is a long shot chance that Brooke Wells gets some things in her wheelhouse and has again, it all depends on these workouts. I'd love to see what these workouts were first.
What if there's a sprint event?
Right.
Wells will dust her in a sprint.
100%.
I think Wells
long distance,
has a good chance at beating her in gymnastics.
Some of the guys in a long distance. But Brooke Wells, I think, is on a different competitive level for herself this year. I mean, it's a 35-point difference from 1st to 2nd, and that's not extreme.
Well, okay. I will say Tia had that, 16th place finish in the handstand hold. Other than that, she didn't finish outside of the top 6.
It really means nothing to me, the handstand hold. I think that was for some people to creep in.
She won 3 of the 4 CrossFit events, which, again, you want to look at how someone's going to perform in an event. How good did they do in the CrossFit events?
She didn't win 3 of the 4. Oh, yeah, she won 3 of the...
took third. And then took third in the one she didn't win.
Right. First on the heavy.
I don't think Wells has a chance to beat her this year, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few years she is pushing her for contention if she keeps this up. But this year I think it's not.
This is the strongest. I think this is the best Brooke Wells will get this year. Even with the crazy pandemic year, this will be one of the best that we've seen from her. I think she's going to at least push her. I do agree Tia still comes out as the title holder this year. Okay, so I do agree with that. But man, with that being said, I think we both have to say it's Brooke Wells number 2, right?
I mean, almost 100-point difference between her and the 3rd place spot, Haley Adams. I don't see her not walking away in 2nd place.
I really like Haley Adams, though, and I will say this. The one thing about Brooke Wells it's kind of like when she got DQ'd last year. I feel as if, and this isn't to judge her character, I've never been in her situation at the highest level, but I sometimes feel like she gets in her head a little bit and she beats herself up on some poor performances or performances that she would like to have done better. And will that be a struggle with her with just 5 athletes on the floor? And she has one of those workouts she's supposed to do really well, and she takes a 3rd or 4th. Mm-hmm. How is it going to affect her the rest of the way? On the other side of that, I feel like Haley Adams is different. She doesn't let a lot of those things faze her. Although I know she's kind of an emotional performer. You know, she works really hard just like all the other girls. I feel like she feeds on that a little bit. And guess why I think that? She's in Rich Froning's training camp, and she has been for a while. Haley Adams has some of those qualities. And as much as I like how Brooke Wells is going in there, and I know how dominant Tia Toomey is, I really want to say Haley Adams second, but I just don't think it's this year.
Yeah, I mean, we know her glaring weakness is her strength. She's just not as strong as the other girls. Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, she tied David's daughter for the front squat. Mm-hmm. So they both did 230 pounds. Frickin' Carrie Pierce did 246, which is not what I expect. I don't know. I think Carrie Pierce is a solid 4th or 5th. Mm-hmm. I don't think at the competition she'll be able to keep up with David's daughter or even Haley Adams. I mean, Haley Adams is a grunt work athlete. Right. She will kill herself to get points.
That's what I'm saying. She's got that, and she's young to do it. She's young to recover from it.
Now, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think
and this is what's so funny is I keep going down the list, and then I say, you know what though, Katrin's veteran style. Does she not overcome Haley Adams for 3rd?
That's what I think's going to happen.
Right.
I do. I don't see.
I think it would be most unfortunate, but
I don't see Haley Adams taking the podium this year. I mean, I think she does have a chance soon. I think she's got to work on a few things. But yeah, no. For my top 5, I'm going Toomey, Wells, David's daughter, Adams, and then Pearson 5th.
Yeah, I can't argue a whole lot with that theory. I've seen, and Pierce has been there a lot too, though. Pierce has been here a lot too. I don't think she has quite the same qualities as the other girls.
Well, she has. I mean, I don't know. Pierce is a kind of a wild card because if the events fall in her favor,
right.
like
I don't think she's winning
like a handstand event,
right?
She's going to do really well.
But so is Katrin.
Well, a handstand push-up event, she'll do them strict the whole time, like she did last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I think
if we're trying to win this,
I think Pierce is too specialized, so I think she's going to fall in the 5th place spot.
Yeah. I can see that, but she's a veteran too. I mean, the one young gun here is Haley Adams. Everyone else has been to the game. Well, Haley Adams has been there, but not as much as everyone else. And I like that though. The same way I like Mederos. I'm going to be rooting for those two more so than anybody else. I mean, I like the fact that we got these young guns in there. Haley Adams 2nd year, Mederos 1st year at the games. I believe first. No, you know what? He made the games last year, but it was that huge
Mederos,
yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm
yeah.
sure.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah, kind of right. This let's say didn't make it past a certain cuts. The top 20. And what we see, Brooke Wells, even though she got cut earlier than she would like, she made like the top 15 or top 20. And we see that with everybody here. So that's your list right there, right? Tia, Brooke, Katrin, Haley, Kari.
So okay. So no, I think there is one winner because there's a tiebreaker here.
Oh, okay.
Enter what you will believe will be the point difference between the men's 1st and the 2nd place finishers. About 150 points.
Men's? This is just for men?
Maybe close to 200, yeah.
Okay, we'll add that in later here. So you're going to go about 150 points?
150
we need to give the
200.
viewers something to go off of.
I go 150. I say, I don't know. 150 to 200.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, what are they
You
at
make
now?
your call.
What are they at now?
The
points start over, so
right.
Oh, but no, that's stupid because we don't know the point system, how the point system is going to work. Like if it's very minimal
it's also
point
a tiebreaker
differences,
though. It doesn't mean if you win or lose.
That's stupid, dude.
Yeah.
They need to change that. That's not you can't do that because nobody knows what the point system is going to be like. If it's small point differences. Yeah. It'll probably be pretty big point differences. But what if it isn't? Like that's dumb. That's dumb, dude.
But it's just a tiebreaker, so it's not that dumb.
So yeah, if you lose or if you win, you can lose in a dumb way.
You can lose in a dumb way. Yeah. What you can win: $1,000 gift card and signed pair of Reebok Nanos.
Who are they getting signed by?
Looks like Kari Pierce. No,
just a guy who works at Reebok.
Right.
Here, Jeff, sign these.
Junk gift card, Macro Stacks, Assault Fitness, Puree.
You're not reading this right.
Am I not?
No.
I'm reading the brands.
You get a $500 gift card from Junk, a $500 prize pack from Micro Stacks, an Assault Runner from Assault Fitness, a year supply of protein from Puri, and a year premium subscription of Morning Chalkup. Nobody cares. And the cool one is actually the one-on-one coaching call with Kari Pierce. I don't know. Maybe if we win, we can get her on the podcast.
Yeah, we won't even tell her. We'll just call her and put her on the podcast. So, okay, cool. That is the guess the 5 or whatever they're calling the guessing game. Obviously, you do what you want to do, guys. But that's our input on it and the breakdown of how we see it. A little bit different, but we figured why not put 2 different lists in. And, again, if you want to win, choose my list over his list.
But then if you want to... What? Yeah, but then... So what
You're
if
supposed to argue and be like, no, choose my list.
Yeah, but what if they watch us pick your list and then pick the same number as you?
Yeah.
Then what?
Well, I didn't tell him a number.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You only said a random
My number is 1.
Yeah, okay. Do that, I dare you. All right, we're going to move on to, of course, we always like to break down a product that we see. DJ over there.
What?
Yeah, there you go. Always like to look at a product in the fitness world, not just the CrossFit world.
This is awesome.
And we found a product that is what they're calling is a kettlebell, and we're going to let you decide. So this is the first time we've been on the website, so this is all new.
It's from a company, Tribe Wad. So I think they sell more than this, but this is what we saw on Instagram. It's apparently a kettlebell. Doesn't look like a kettlebell. Probably doesn't function like a kettlebell. Yeah. But it's
Is that really what it looks like, though? I wonder.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's funny is that kind of looks like Chris Hemsworth, too. They did that on purpose.
A little bit, I'm sure. Oh,
but
wow.
It's different size kettlebells, but they're hammers.
Okay. They're bells.
Hammer bells. They're just Mjolnirs.
I like how they got the weights on them.
They're pretty cool looking. I will say that.
Yeah.
It's probably a pretty good weapon.
The price has already popped up. I didn't mean to see that already, but it's not much more expensive than a kettlebell.
Really?
Yeah.
They go for $2 a pound?
Sometimes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They got weight vests on the website as well.
Yeah,
but that's not what we're worried about.
We want to know more about this.
Let's take a look at the 35-pound kettlebell, $81, and it doesn't start to ship till October 30th.
Can we
not
see,
this one.
Videos of this? Because I want to see someone using this. Like, what's the... Okay. Our new kettlebell/hammer type is capable of a wide range of motion like power snatches, various swings, clean and jerks, farmers, carries, thrusters, power cleans, hammer curls, and naturally, gobelette squats, and much more. They spelled gobelette wrong. Scroll up so they can see it.
Yeah, I got it.
But why? That's the real question. Like, why don't you just use a regular kettlebell?
Well,
like, you're gonna use that for thrusters?
I see.
It's more like a one-sided dumbbell.
Oh, right. So the weight's all going to be loaded above your hand there. It's going to change. I mean, the hammer curls, obviously. I see snatches would be different. Various swings. Like swing sets?
Clean and jerks. How do you clean and jerk? That's weird.
Maybe, yeah, they should put some video on here. They have, and that's,
it's skinny. It's way skinnier than
no,
it
look,
looks.
if you can tell, this is all digitally inputted.
This
is a stock photo of a girl. Look, they're all kettlebells. And then they digitally, look at that. Do you not see that's imposed? That's a digital imposed file.
That's funny, but it's skinny.
We don't even know if that's real.
That's true.
Does that look real?
Oh, no, go down. It is. It's that skinny.
That's fake as well.
That's not fake.
That's imposed. I guarantee you, we could find that stock photo. Look how fake that looks. If that's okay,
maybe it just looks like that.
Wad Tribe, if that's really what they're holding in there, dispute my argument here, because that looks as fake as they go.
Maybe it just looks like that.
How's he laying that on the ground and not flat to the floor? That's a dumbbell.
Well, it's all weighted to the front.
It's not that weighted.
35 pounds.
You don't think as soon as you put your weight on that handle, it would go to the floor?
I guess it depends on how much you weigh.
Anyway,
that guy's a pretty big guy looking. Yeah,
I'm telling you, they impose that stuff. That he's holding a dumbbell. What's even back there? What is it? It doesn't even look right. This is weird.
It does look weird, I will say.
Yeah.
Okay, but can we like look up a video?
Train. Let's see what train is.
I think that's
weight vest.
Go to the Thor kettlebell series.
I don't think it's gonna give us much more.
That's it, dude.
Let's see if there's a newsletter.
Is there reviews?
Let's go to the 55 pound. And again, this hasn't come out yet, so maybe that's why they don't.
Oh yeah.
There's no videos. Come out yet. No reviews, no videos.
That's why they don't actually
Where'd
have
you find
pictures
this one?
of people. Found it on Instagram.
Unleash your godly force.
I kind of want one just because it's cool.
Yeah.
It's just cool looking, dude.
Yeah, it is cool looking.
It's way cooler than Chop Fit, I will say.
Okay, don't get me wrong. I think you could do some stuff with this. I don't know if you're thinking about doing CrossFit with it. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna fit. I don't think it's gonna be what you want.
It's definitely cooler than Chop Fit. It's like Chop Fit but cooler.
Way cooler, and it's way
cooler.
Heavier. I mean, Chop Fit was like 16 pounds. They got it up to 70 pounds.
Thor, dude.
This guy, yeah. I just don't think that even looks real. I don't even think that looks real.
It doesn't. No, you're right. It
doesn't look real. She's holding something with a dumbbell.
Zoom in on that. Zoom in on that. It does not look. Just click the plus. That's not real.
That's through
That's
PDF.
So funny, dude.
That is through Photoshop.
They couldn't even do like a real photo shoot with the freaking actual product.
Well, it's because they haven't even made it, bro.
Is this a scam?
They might be a scam.
It's not real, dude. That's so funny. His looks kind of real.
I don't know. Look how different finished it is. I think his is
real. It
real.
does look like a really bad Photoshop job if it's bad. Real.
Yeah. Guys, now hopefully we didn't turn you onto something that might scam you from China. I don't know. I don't know.
That's so funny. Do they have pictures of the 71? That's definitely fake,
right,
dude.
Right.
That's so funny. It's not even
the same
lighting,
color. That's
dude.
what I was telling you. So they're using stock photo.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's not real. Unfortunately, whatever.
That's so funny.
Whatever guy they used, they got the hand on there really well. But we do some of this ourselves, and this was just poorly done. They did not shade the. They did not shade it. That's fake.
That's so funny looking, dude. That's hilarious.
Hey, here's the deal. Wad Tribe, is that the name of the
Wad
company?
Tribe? Do they do that with all their products?
Well, let's
I kind of want to know now.
I think the vest was on a human being.
Are you
like
sure?
In the real photo. It's a real photo, but it's just of the product. They have reviews on.
Wait, is there reviews on the? There can't be reviews. It's not out yet.
All right. They do T-shirts. Let's look at their jump ropes. They got jump ropes.
Oh, that's Thor jump ropes.
Yeah, it's got a legit little cool thing on there. I don't know. I mean, how good they are.
I actually kind of like the way
they look pretty dope.
Yeah. They're like the SR2s.
They're sold out though, guys.
They're just like the SR2s.
Yeah, but you can't even buy them. Let's take a look at their photo jobs here.
They look just like the Rogue ropes.
Yeah.
At least the bearings. So what do you think? Buy or sell? I'll use your term. Buy or sell the
which
the
means
hammer.
Either you're on the product or you're off the product.
Sure.
I think because of their personally I would probably buy one of these kettlebells just to have
great marketing.
Well, other than the fact that they didn't shade it right, but if it's real, I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's real.
If you want to feel like Thor in the gym, which who doesn't, right?
Right.
The great product. If you want to work out, you just use a kettlebell, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. don't think you're getting anything more special.
No.
There's a couple things you could do, like work your wrist and forearm grip probably, but most of us know how to do that.
You can do
at
some
home.
really awesome hammer curls with this. If you are a hammer curl enthusiast, this is the product for you for sure. But
here's about them. It's a cross-training inspired activewear brand located in the greater Boston area, led by French designer Alex something.
it's Vitette.
Okay. Oh, is that a T? I thought that was an L. Valette. I thought it was a Valette at first. I didn't know if I was saying that right. From award-winning design studios. So, I don't know. You know, let us know how those photos went down because for some reason
That's hilarious.
I don't know if they've even produced them yet. Maybe they're waiting to see
funny.
what kind of pre-orders they get or something.
Oh, yeah. But what if they don't? And no, they've had to have like some kind of prototype.
Prototype, yeah.
It's so funny that they don't have pictures of the actual people using the
Well, that's what's a little scary, and maybe we'll have to find some more out on this. Wad Tribe, let us know. Let us know if this is a real thing, guys.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried on it because of the photos, but I think it's kind of cool, and I don't think the prices are crazy. I mean, how much was the $35, $50 something dollars?
$81. $81.
81 for that one?
About, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. A little more expensive than $2 a pound.
Oh yeah. Which again, like I said, is not terrible. You get a set of those for $160. I don't know. I'd probably go barbell, but then you got to buy plates. So I don't know. It's cool if you want something different, and it weighs.
It actually weighs weight. That's the biggest bonus of this. Most of the stuff we look at doesn't weigh anything.
$100?
I
can't remember now.
No, I think it was more expensive. I think it was like 150.
149, 149 or something. So this is
and it
definitely,
weighed like 3 pounds.
So you know what? If it's real, I say it's a buy. If you want a Thor's hammer, if you want to just work out, you can also get a kettlebell.
Yeah.
Which it's got to be less expensive.
I mean, if it's the same price as a kettlebell, it's just like, what do you want? I guess.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I own a gym, so I wouldn't say I'd outfit a gym with it. Y'all do barbell club? Is that
dude?
anything?
It'd be the coolest gym ever. I'll tell you that.
If you outfit it, but you can do a lot of the things too. Would y'all in barbell club utilize that at all?
We'll just use regular dumbbells.
Yeah.
Kettlebells.
Okay.
All right. Is that the episode? Is that the episode?
That's the episode. Short and sweet this week. We got our guess the guessing game plugged in, and we gave you a product.
We'll be retiring, actually, I think.
I don't think $1,000 gift card is going to retire us. But if we win, we'll podcast about it. I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll make a podcast about it.
Hopefully somebody rides the gravy train and guesses better points than us.
What does that mean?
Well, we gave them the list.
Yeah, but then we don't get the credit. The credit is the credit and the clout.
Just give us credit. Just give us credit.
Yeah, just give us credit.
We don't need anything.
That's
else.
more valuable than the entire package, as long as we get credit.
This weekend, we're going to be in Magnolia. We got some athletes in. Good luck to those guys. Beginners comp, intermediate and scaled. And I'm going to have Gary out there coaching them up a little bit too, as well as myself. And I think we'll have some video content from that as well. We'll bring the cameras out. See how that...
You want to see what winners look like.
Yep. Winners. Winner.
Chicken dinner.
Winner.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys next week.